what's up you guys, it's Umblon, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my vacation. That is actually why I wasn't uploading, because I went to Jamaica for about a week, so I didn't upload that week because, you know, it was vacation, so I wasn't going to do that. But now I'm back and I have a story to tell for you because this was crazy. So I actually went to Jamaica and I even got this necklace at one of the little shops on the side by the resort that I went to, and it was really fun, and I'll insert like a flying clip here because I obviously had to fly to get there, so bloop. So like the first place that we went was the bar, and we met a really cool bartender named Latonia, and she talked to us for the rest of the week, and she was really awesome, and like she treated us absolutely amazing. The staff there was amazing. I'm not gonna say where I went this entire time because I feel like that'd be kind of awkward and weird, so we couldn't get to our room for like 3 hours, which is pretty insane. So we just kind of like walked around, saw stuff, you know, blah 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 blah. And then like a few days later we went to the shops by the resort. And when we went to the shops, like our favorite shop person there was Rosie, and we actually almost got like, we think we almost got lured back into like a trap back there because somebody was taking us further and further back into the shops, and then they started walking down the alley, and we were like, no, we are not doing that, so we just left. So yeah, my organs basically almost got taken from me in a way. But then after that we went to the cool shopkeeper, and we'd see her from day to day about 3 days, and then we were there only like 7 days or something like that. So we didn't get to see her a lot, but we saw her like 3 times, and I have her on Facebook, which is pretty cool. And another thing, like one of the things that I noticed there was they say "yeah man" a lot more than you think. Like you think that it's like a stereotypical thing. It is not. It's not at all. Like, at all. You could be like, oh my gosh, hey Jerry, my dad just died, and they would be like, yeah man. And then it's just so awkward. But so yeah, we went through like the portions of the week. I had fun, went to the beach, swam a lot, got a tan-ish, sort of. I'm a white boy, what can I say? I don't tan easily. And then it was time to leave. And here's the part of the story where it gets interesting. Because we went to the airport, you know, you go through all that hassle getting through security, and then they started delaying the flight. And actually, it was kind of weird because it was 3 hours there the first time and 4 hours back. And we were all, and everybody in my family was like, what the heck? Why is it taking 4 hours back instead of 3? So the person that we talked to about it said it was probably just a wind and it was nothing to worry about. But they started delaying the flight when we got there, and we started realizing like, oh my gosh, like we were thinking they totally had a typo on the tickets, and instead of having to replace all of them, which would have cost them money and time, they just kept delaying the flight till it was an hour. And then we realized that actually it wasn't true, because then they kept delaying it, and the lady told my dad that it would be at least 2 hours. So we had these friends from Seattle that were at the airport too, so we went and we talked to them for like, what was about 2 hours, and she promised 2 hours before they make a decision on what they were doing with the plane because something was wrong with it. And we were like praying to God they would not cancel the flight. And so we were there talking to our Seattle friends, and apparently they were paging us over the loudspeaker, which was terrible. Like you could not understand what they were saying, so we didn't know to go back to the desk by where we were supposed to be. So we went back after 2 hours to check, and everybody was leaving. Freaking leaving the airport, and we thought they were like getting on the airplane, but they weren't. Our flight got canceled. So I am just standing there, and our entire family is standing there, and Dad goes and runs back to where we were sitting to get the bags so that we could leave, and the lady at the front desk starts explaining it to my stepmom, and she's saying the flight got canceled and we're gonna have to go to a hotel, and she asked us if she had kids, even though we were obviously there anyway. She still asked, and she said that if you had kids you were going to the Holiday, and if you didn't have kids you were going to Secrets. And the Holiday there is not very nice, whereas Secrets is like a really high-end one. So we're like freaking out. Dad comes running back with the bags, and we start rushing out of the door to get to buses, and they're herding us like cattle. Like you don't know where you're going. The only way you know what you're supposed to even do is if you ask. They aren't telling you. Terribly misinformed. And so we shuffle all the way through security again, which we didn't really need because we had already been through it, so we didn't understand that. And we had to go through customs, which we had already went through at the beginning of the week, so it didn't make sense to go through them again, but we did. And so then we got herded out and onto a bus, still basically having no idea what was going on. And a guy gets on the bus and he explains it a little bit better, and that everybody who had Vacation Express was going to Holiday, and that they were wrong about kids going to Holiday. It was actually anybody with Vacation Express and not Apple Vacations or something. So they bust us down to Holiday, and we're supposed to stay there for an extra day, which part of me is okay with and part of me is not, because it's like, yay, an extra day in Jamaica, who doesn't want another day free in paradise? But at the same time, it was terrible because the Holiday resort there was horrible. And I'm not saying where exactly in Jamaica we were because I don't want to down that hotel brand or whatever, but it was terrible. There was actual crap on the wall that my stepmom found in the bathroom. They had a list of safety tips to keep you safe in your own hotel room from people outside. It was just, ugh. And the people there were not friendly at all. They were really rude. A lady, like, she was walking with a plate of bacon for a bacon grilled cheeseburger thing for somebody that was standing next to me, and she had ordered it, and then she said, "Can I have a grilled cheese, please?" She got the grilled cheese, and then she didn't realize that she wasn't finished getting her order, so she said, "I ordered like a grilled cheese and a grilled cheese with bacon." And then the lady was like pissed. She was like that face, like really bitchy. And so she takes it back, and then she puts the grilled cheese back on there that she could have just gave to her anyways, and starts cooking a grilled cheese and a grilled cheese with bacon. And then she gets the bacon with it, and then she dumps the bacon on accident, and then so she cooks more, and then like 5 minutes later, she takes the bacon that she had dumped, picks it up, puts it back on the thing, and then uses it for somebody else. And the weird thing about it is the only staff that was nice there was the buffet staff, which is weird because at the last resort I was in, before we got shipped to that one because our flight was canceled, the buffet staff were the ones that were rude compared to the nice people, mostly at the bars. And so finally, the next day we get up, everything's packed, and I actually accidentally forgot my flip-flops there, which is whatever because, you know, they're just flip-flops, so. Then we get to the airport again, and then they delay our flight again, and because they have to bring in another airplane from somewhere else because they didn't have one ready there. So they keep delaying it, and thank God it didn't get canceled this time, or I would still probably be in Jamaica right now. But as they keep delaying it, I'm just thinking like, girl, when you gonna get us on this flight? I am tired. I want to go home. I understand this is Jamaica and this is nice, but like, I want my bed. So finally we get on the flight and everybody actually applauds like 5 times during this entire flight. Once when we get on, once when we take off, another time when we finally land, and then when we get off, everybody's applauding. And there's a lot of applause for this because, you know, I'm actually instantly bonded with like all of these people on this flight. So like leaving and getting off of the airplane and then like actually leaving the place was kind of hard, and it was almost like, well, this is what real life should be because I didn't get any of their names, so I can't like go friend them on Facebook, but I made like a lot of friends from this, so part of me is like happy it happened, part of me is not. But I hope you found this entire story time entertaining. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want me to do more things like this, make sure to comment it down below. If you really like this video, make sure to share it on your social medias and subscribe to me if you really liked me. I make videos every single Friday. I'll see you in the next one. Eat a cupcake and bye.